Does BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse offer a better dining experience than Chili's? The Pizookie Trio opened my mind to a world of new dessert possibilities, but the triple chocolate Pizookie was the only thing I've ever eaten that I'd call too chocolatey.
The warm pretzels and pup cheese gave me optimism for the dining experience ahead. But it's a shame it was presented like it had lost its will to live.
The deep dish pepperoni pizza was so meaty, my doctor called me in the middle to ask if I was okay, but you have to valet your car. And do I look like I have $6? I'm 37 years old, but I still can't help but giggle at the name of one of the more popular brewery chains in America. Does BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse suck, or does it blow us away with how good it is? Is the Pizookie as good as everyone says it is? We'll answer all that and more. Stay tuned. This is the Fine Dining Podcast.
Your table is ready. Take a seat. The flavor of the day is mediocrity. Wouldn't you like to try a bite? Guarantee it'll be the perfect bite. Fine dining. Better than you thought, worse than you hoped. Fine dining. We don't treat mediocre as a joke. Ranking every single place we've been, compared to the perfect 5 out of 10.
Hello, and welcome back to Fine Dining, the quest to compare all restaurants to Chili's. I am your host, Michael Ornelas, and this is the only podcast that had the balls to declare Chili's the most mediocre restaurant in America, and in doing so, created the Chili's test to determine if other establishments are good or not good by comparison. By the end of this very episode, we will answer the question everyone wanted to know when D.B. Cooper jumped out of that plane. Is the experience of dining at BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse better than that of Chili's? Today, we're going to tell you everything that was good, not good, and just there about our meal at BJ's before answering that very question at the end of the episode. And joining me today to discuss BJ's is an actor and improviser who performs at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater with his team Lohan, a former professional wrestler who produces the Midnight Rumble at UCB, and if the Statue of Liberty was made today, she'd be holding him instead of a torch. It's PJ McCormick.
Thank you very much. I dated a girl that looked like the Statue of Liberty.
I don't need any more information.
She was green.
Always wore a crown for some reason, just really pointy.
Okay, get over yourself. Yeah. And overlooked New York.
A lot of robes.
So yeah, this was great. What a fun experience. What a great experience trying out BJ's, but an even better experience hanging out with you. We had great conversations. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we dove deep into wrestling. We dove deep into comedy, which are two of my biggest passions, and what literally combined for the Midnight Rumble show. So yeah, I know you're on board with that.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool. Like right now, I feel like I'm in a full circle moment of my life, and it's great that like I started out in wrestling. And then I got into like improv later in life, and now it kind of feels like they've joined together, and a lot of fun opportunities are going to be coming from that. So, yeah.
No, I'm excited to see where it goes. We got to talk about our full experience, and I want to start focusing on the positives. So we're going to jump in and talk about everything that was good about our meal at BJ's.
This is good, done like it should be. The stuff that's finger licking, a stick in the landing. This is good, I knew that you could. This is good.
Yeah, from like a decor standpoint, I mean, this place just definitely was a brewery in terms of like brick walls. It seems like there's a lot of duct work in the ceiling, which just feels brewery-esque.
Yeah, lots of like big like metal tubes everywhere. Also, like when you come in, like they have that classic, I don't know what it's called, but like that big chamber where you make craft beer, and it had the BJ's logo on it.
Like the vat looking thing.
Yeah, and I looked a little closer at it. I'm like, this isn't like actually being used, right? Yeah. No, it's a prop. But
it's like the thing Walter White made meth in during the You watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
During when they did the like,
I'm thinking like, oh, I don't remember there being an RV out front.
No. When they did the fumigations,
Yeah.
and then they brought all that machinery in, it always looks like what I see in breweries.
Right. Yeah. The decor was nice. It was like a nice big open space, which like, I don't know, I feel like you don't get a lot of that usually. I think if you are going to get it, Burbank is the perfect place. It's just like a wider landscape. You're able to put a big restaurant like that there.
Yeah.
And then like in terms of like, you know, if you came to watch TV, like there's screens
Boy,
everywhere.
will you see them.
Yeah. I was getting so distracted by like a tennis match that was happening.
Which you didn't even care about, but the novelty of being able to watch it, you're like, well, I guess I'm watching this.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I was just tuning you out while you were talking about improv, just watching this tennis match.
He'll stop eventually.
You're like, hey, I don't mean to like pick your brain about improv right now. You probably don't want to talk about it. And I just turned my head and just started watching the tennis match.
Like the white noise in your head was so loud I could hear it.
Yeah, you're like, can you turn it down? No, I love talking about improv, but right now we're talking about the decorum of BJ's, and like, not bad. Like, I liked it. It was cool.
I like the brick. It is a stylistically very Chicago thing, and for it to be a Southern California restaurant that is evoking Chicago, I think it was the right choice.
I love a brick wall. I have one, and I moved into an apartment with a brick wall, and like I've fallen in love with it. So when I see that now, I've got a soft spot for it.
Well, especially because like, I don't know, I'm so used to, I guess I won't say I'm used to, but I'm starting to notice you go to like an Airbnb nowadays and it feels like, oh, this house was bought just to be an Airbnb and all the materials are the cheapest things possible.
Mm-hmm.
So to go anywhere where the construction is at the very least interesting or like a material that doesn't just feel like they only did it to be cheap or to cut corners or save costs, I appreciate. I like.
Yeah.
And it stands out. And like the visual of brick is like, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's
Interesting.
just like pleasing.
Yeah, I didn't notice any cameras in BJ's, but I guess I don't notice them when I'm in an Airbnb as well. So I can't go to an Airbnb because like I just assume that they're recording everything happening in there.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't go to Airbnbs because of that. I will go to a hotel and I will look for cameras. Because I've seen so many like terrifying news reports of like Airbnbs having like a little camera in one of those like a charger, you know, like a wall charger, and it's got a little tiny prick hole in it that's watching you.
Are you that terrified of someone seeing your penis?
I'm paranoid. Yeah, I'm very paranoid. I'm an extremely paranoid person.
If I found a camera in my hotel room, I don't think I would do anything different in my behavior. I would just be like, I guess they're seeing this. I don't know why they would want to.
They turn it off. We got the wrong guy.
Kind of like your white noise.
He's talking about improv.
No matter where I go, people are trying to tune me out. Yeah, let's see what I have. I liked the music choices. It was, for the most part, classic rock. I heard some Queen. I heard some... I think Led Zeppelin.
311. I actually Shazammed the song that was playing.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it was a 311 song, and I don't know anything about 311, but I was like, I remember this from when I was young.
Yeah.
And I added it to my playlist. I don't know if you noticed me doing that.
I didn't.
So, yeah, good music.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Brings me back to Sugar Land, Texas. Growing up next to a BJ's and going on my first date there. Yeah. Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
No.
From that moment to 38 years old, nothing changed.
I think it was like pretty much all like early 2000s music that I was hearing.
I heard stuff from like 70s and 80s. I heard like what I would call classic rock.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I heard like more modern.
Yeah. But there was a mix. It was good. But like none of it was bad.
Yeah. Strong selection.
And it felt appropriate for the space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Everything else I have in good are just literally the food items. Like the decor was and the atmosphere were fine enough to be in the good, but like didn't blow me away.
We got a booth by the window. It wasn't too crowded because we got there around like 11:45, something like that. So there wasn't like a big rush. I think once we left, I noticed there were a lot more people there, like some families too. But like it felt like a nice, quiet little lunch that we had. And I mentioned it to you, like it feels like the tone of the service will change as soon as you pull out that notebook.
Yeah.
And then once you started like taking photos and videos of everything, I was like, oh, they're probably gonna be nicer to us. But nothing changed.
I was gonna say, you would think so.
Yeah, no, nothing
but it
changed.
didn't.
And we'll get into it.
Yeah. I will say, you noticed out the booth, and this, I'm not putting this in good, not good, or just there, but just a thing you noticed was the like flame warmer.
Yeah, there was a flame
outside
warmer
on the deck.
outside. But I guess the family that was using it left, but they just kept it running.
But I, as you were still parking, was noticing that family. They had a dog with them, so I think that's why they were on the patio, and they were just trying to enjoy their meal. And this older man just lit a cigarette and was leaning over the rail, just like at them, and just like yelling. Not like angry yelling, just like, I'm trying to talk to you and you can't ignore me yelling.
Yeah, what are you doing
and
there?
like his cigarette smoke was like just, lingering
Excuse
over.
me, we're trying to enjoy the smoke from the fire that we requested.
But it took, some people just don't have awareness of
No.
the radius of impact they're having.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the valet and he's got nothing to do because everyone's doing street parking.
He wants to smoke in your car, but he can't.
Yeah. And he's griping about it.
Yeah. I didn't hear what he was saying, but it would be magnificent if he was like, do y'all have a car to park? Or
well, I'll be here next time.
Be around. Okay, so the first thing we got was the Big Twist pretzel with BJ's beer cheese and Dijon mustard.
And you didn't have the beer cheese.
I did not have the cheese. But they brought out this pretzel, and it's very large. I've only had a pretzel served like this before at Disneyland in like the Avengers Academy area. They have like an Ant-Man themed kitchen where it's like they serve tiny stuff and huge stuff. And they served the pretzel in this dangly kind of way.
Yeah, because I believe from what I asked the server what happened, and he said that this pretzel was caught pickpocketing in the 1800s, and that's why it was served hanging from the gallows, as you mentioned. Yeah, it's just like dangling like a body, like a dead man. The presentation was pretty weird to me. Like, I don't understand the point of having it dangling from a hook like it was. It's like, what is it going to get soggy if it's like on a piece of wax paper laying down flat? I don't get it.
It's also so much more cumbersome to bring it out to us because you're holding a tray with a top weighted like tall element on it.
Yeah.
So now like the balance is all off. I wonder how many pretzels they lose in a year of like they just take a tumble during the transport process.
Yeah. It almost looks like a successful ring toss the way it was brought out.
Yeah.
And then
you got a big plush bear.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what we didn't get right away was the pub cheese. They brought that in later, and like the guy who brought it out was kind of snipped at his coworker about it.
Oh,
he's like, I told you to get the pub cheese. And then he almost like when he brought it out, he was almost kind of talking us out of getting the cheese with it. He was like, he was almost like, you don't need that cheese, right? And you're like, well, I'm not going to eat it. And I was like, I'd like the cheese, please.
And then he and I both went, oh, man.
Yeah. A couple of vegans like trying to talk me out of it.
I'm like, what's your dog in this fight?
Yeah, one more trip.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he did because I like the cheese. I thought it was great. And I'm not even a big cheese guy.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this. I know you don't like cheese unless it's like a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, there was like the mustard with it, which was good. I really liked it.
The Dijon, yeah.
I like the cheese more though, for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it was hot. I think it's like a nice, warm, comforting, cheese that I could dip this nice, moist, warm pretzel. Honestly, that was like the best part of it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like
if you had to score out of 10.
Let's
pretzel
do
with the
9.1 out of 10.
Okay. I went 7 out of 10 for the pretzel. I thought it was very nice and soft. The salt was like evenly dispersed. Sometimes you get like a bite and it's like, oh, this is where all the salt is.
Yeah.
I thought that the salt was very well spread
or
out
like
on
yeah,
this.
and the salt it wasn't too big.
Yeah.
It wasn't like giant kernels of salt. It was just like the right size to me. Yeah.
The main detracting point for this to me was that it kept getting oilier. And I would assume that at the start is when you're at the oiliest. But I think like the butter on it or whatever it is kind of just like soaked in and put it at capacity. And it was just kind of like spongy with butter by the end.
Interesting.
Like, because I had some
that.
late game bites and I felt that they were just very oily, that the first warm bites weren't.
Interesting. So it may have like seeped in a little bit more, rather than like a nice coating of it. Interesting. I didn't notice that, but late game, like I think I stopped eating it because the cheese is gonna get hard now, and we had already tried these 3 other things.
Yeah.
So I didn't go into the late game bites.
I have the deep dish pepperoni in the good. I don't think you do.
So, I mentioned I love like a Neapolitan pizza.
Yeah.
I love, like you throw it in for like 3 minutes. It comes out perfect. I love like a strong, tangy marinara sauce. I love like a margarita.
So it's just a stylistic preference.
I'm not really into like you want to talk about oil. Like, I mean, those little cups of pepperoni are just like cups of oil, right?
I love a meat oil. A butter oil is a little different for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I'm the opposite. And then like the big thick crust, it's a little too doughy for me. I love the crisp of a Neapolitan. So I think it's just like a personal preference thing. I'm not really that into it. Again, I am shocked and appalled that they are a pizza first restaurant, or at least that their origin started in pizza, because like that was like a pizza I could have like heated up in the oven.
I don't agree based on the quality. I do agree based on like the way it looked like one of those like Totino's box pizzas.
And to be fair, we got a personal pizza that we
got a smaller one just because like I was like, we're getting so much food.
Yeah.
We only need a taste of this. We don't need.
So I'll give them a pass on that presentation because we did get a smaller one. But I just, it's not the kind of pizza I would go for personally.
Yeah. I loved the pepperoni ratio of it. I thought it was very meaty. They were generous with the amount of pepperoni. And that's usually what I'm looking for. This was called the Deep Dish Pepperoni Extreme. And I felt like they lived up to the extreme promise of pepperoni.
I agree.
Like it felt like it was like doing an ollie. Like it was that level of X Games extreme to me.
I think BJ's thrives on delivering on the excessive expectations.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And again, that's going to come up later.
In dessert, for sure.
Yeah.
But what I also liked about this is when I think deep dish pizza, one of the things that often turns me off about it is how cheese forward it tends to be. And I don't think this was like crazy cheesy. And the dough was nice and soft. It wasn't like, I love bread, and bready is often a good thing, but I don't want bready in my pizza crust. I don't want it to feel like white bread, or like there's a very certain type of softness that I like in a pizza crust, and this was the right kind of softness.
So is it like a little like crispier on the bottom and then like softer in the middle? Is that what you like?
A little golden brown underneath.
Yeah.
And like the edges give you that crisp, and then like you taste like I like a yeasty flavor with bready things, and this felt like it had that as well. So it was just it was full of a bunch of flavors. I thought.
I think it definitely fits that profile for sure.
I do have preferences in like the types of pizza I like, and deep dish is not my preference. But when the expectation is a deep dish pizza, I can totally put aside my like, oh, I'd rather have this type of pizza. And I'll be like, I'm just going to enjoy this for what it is. And given that expectation, it met it and surpassed it for me.
I'm not opposed to deep dish pizza. I think I love a tangy marinara, and this was a pizza sauce. And I'm not as into like a tomato-y pizza sauce as opposed to like a tangy sauce.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of like acidic bite to it, but that just may not be what this pizza is, and that's okay.
Yeah. The sauce also didn't feel like the star of this to me. The sauce felt like it was there by necessity, but the pepperoni was the thing, and then the crust was the secondary thing.
It was pepperoni forward.
So
for
like
sure.
the marinara would have been like the third thing I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And there are pizzas where it's like, oh, the marinara is the thing that I like most.
Yeah.
So it's just based on this performance. If your preference is what it is, then this isn't going to perform as high for you, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely.
But I went 8 out of 10. Also going 8 out of 10, I had BJ's original wings, as they call them. These wings really impressed me.
I liked it a lot.
And I think I had low expectations because so often you get the wings at places and you're just like, all right, they're fine. This was really great in so many ways. And the thing I liked most about it, it wasn't too wet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like a sauce that just like gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially as someone with like a big beard, I end up with a lot of sauce on my face and I'm just like, there's no way around this. This felt like it had, I would dare to say, the perfect amount of sauce.
Yeah.
Because nothing was dry. Everything was sauced. Everything had flavor. The sauce was a Tatanka Stout buffalo sauce. I don't know what that is. I assume Tatanka Stout is a beer or something.
I don't know.
Like a beer-infused buffalo sauce. I could be wrong, but when I hear stout, I assume alcohol, right?
Right.
And I traditionally don't love buffalo sauce. I traditionally don't love ranch. This was a buffalo sauce with a ranch drizzle, and it crushed it for me.
Yep.
And it wasn't over ranched. So like there were just so many ways that this wasn't wet.
Yeah.
Which I love because I'm mildly on the spectrum, and texturally I don't love like getting my hands like dirty or wet.
Mm-hmm. BJ's did what Vince McMahon could not do. They got Tatanka over. I thought the
Any
sauce was great.
1993 WWF fans in the house?
Yeah, I really liked it too. I noticed it like when it came in, I was like, oh, it's just like a drizzle. It was like a drizzle of like the buffalo and then like this kind of like lighter, like pale
The ranch, yeah.
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And what was great about it just being drizzled on, like it kept its crispiness.
Yeah.
Which was really good. Like every bite I took, it had like a little crisp, bite to it. And I'm just so used to like soggy buffalo sauce. There's no crisp to it. And so it was like surprising for me,
Mhm. And I thought like the meat felt like good quality too.
It was good, yeah.
Which is also kind of a crapshoot when you come to a chain restaurant. Is like what's the wing meat gonna be like?
It was really soft. It wasn't overcooked. Like sometimes like it's like, it's
Tough,
dry and tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was not like that at all. Like every bite was spectacular. I
It hit the
really
sweet
liked
spot.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
So I also went 8 out of 10 on those, and I could be coerced into a 9. I think they were really that good.
Yeah, I do like 8.7. And I don't think I gave a score to the pizza. I'm going to go 4.1.
4.1.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Pretty high.
What else do you have in the good? Anything in particular?
I really liked our server's cross earring. It's like the first thing I noticed as soon as I sat down.
Yeah.
You usually see it as a necklace. You don't see an earring. And also just like
Unless you're
a
like
stud.
George Michael.
Right. But even
Yeah.
George Michael, it was hanging.
Mm,
It was a hanging cross. This was a cross stud.
yeah.
Which is very, it pays homage to when Jesus was
Jesus.
studded onto the cross. So I thought that was very respectful.
Yeah.
A nice throwback to Jesus himself.
He just had palm piercings. That's all they were.
What was the other thing that we
The
had?
dessert trio.
The dessert trio. I mean, I'm just not much of an a la mode guy.
Did it pull it out of the good category for you because
The
of it?
salted caramel I liked. I liked the salted caramel. Again, it was exactly what it was advertised as.
Yeah.
It was a nice, sweet and savory kind of treat. It had the sweetness of the caramel. I love caramel. And then the salt like really just sent it over the edge for me. It was really good. And it may be because it was like the first bite I took, but like the ice cream was still like frozen.
Yeah.
And I think as we went down the line, because
It
we
melted.
got 3,
Yeah.
we got 3 like little
Mini
personal
Pizookies.
mini ones. And so as we went down, it became foamy by the end.
Well, so the foamy thing that I noticed was the strawberry shortcake one had whipped cream, and it was just not very whipped.
Yeah.
It was like an already, you know, when you're like doing like shaving cream and it just kind of like, it doesn't come out in like but like just kind of like squirts out.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. I mean, I think that's just a feature of aerosol cans.
Yeah. It like fell out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're at the end of the can when it came to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, salted caramel, I really like that. That was good.
For that one, I thought that one of the things that really stuck out was like the crisping on the edge of the actual breading, the cookie part in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a piece where I kind of put my spoon in the middle and pulled toward the edge. So I got an edge piece.
Okay.
And I thought it was so good. I could kind of just taste like where it went from soft to crispy. And it was just such a satisfying feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So from a sensory standpoint, it was great. It had like these mini chocolate chips on it.
Yep.
That honestly more for texture than anything. Like
they
didn't
really
do a lot
them.
to the taste, but the texture was delightful. And it had just the right amount of caramel because it did. I think caramel in general risks getting way too sweet really fast. And this didn't like hit me too hard with like a blast of like, oh, my teeth hurt now.
Yeah.
So I went 7.5 out of 10 on the salted caramel one. And the ice cream I thought worked well with it.
Yeah. I'm going to, for the salted caramel, I'm going to give that let's say like a 7.9. I'm just not a big a la mode guy.
Yeah.
I've said that before. You know, if we got rid of the ice cream or like we kept them separate and I was able to, you know, hit one after the other and like maybe blend them in my mouth
and make the ratio you want.
Yeah, I think that would be better. And that's maybe something I could have requested. But then, you know, I was already interrupting this guy's day, so I didn't want to make it harder for him. But we've talked about like how like it's nice having that warmth of the cookie with the cold of the ice cream. When you put them together, it makes it room temp.
Yeah.
And it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have in the good the strawberry shortcake Pizookie.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite of the Pizookies. It was reminiscent of, have you ever had Portillo's?
Yes.
So a lot of people hype up their chocolate cake shake or the chocolate desserts as like the thing you got to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I think the hidden sleeper there is their strawberry shortcake is so good.
So interesting.
And this basically tasted like if that were a Pizookie. And so just already giving me like a nostalgic thing to reminisce upon for like literally one of my favorite chains. Where's Portillo's? Yeah, like it's over 8 for me.
Perfect.
So it's like I think so highly of that place. So to get a little mental flash of Portillo's, I'm all about it.
Yep.
The shortbread texture was spot on. It was soft in the way that like kind of like an angel food cake is expected to be, but it wasn't like mush.
Yeah.
Which with time and ice cream, it probably became mush.
Yeah, it'll sludge.
But I got there first. And then the combo of ingredients just doesn't miss. The strawberries tasted very fresh. And then the whip was foamy. The whip was my main complaint for this, but I went 8 out of 10. And I think with better whip or even like a real fresh cream, it could have been like 9.5 for me.
I'll give it a 5.2 for me. I think, and look, these numbers are arbitrary to me. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just doing it because I have to.
This is science.
Whatever. No one's going to log this, anything I say. But yeah, like I did like the shortbread. It reminded me of the shortbread cookies I used to eat when I was like a little kid in England. Like I don't remember, but there was like a cookie, and I just remember the packaging for it had some kind of like flannel design. That's all I remember. Anyone out there, look it up. But I thought that it was a good reminiscent treat for me as well. Again, not really in an a la mode, so the ice cream was fine. Vanilla ice cream isn't going to wow me.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And I would rather have a custard.
Okay.
You ever had like a nice custard?
Like a frozen custard? Or
No, like a hot custard. And maybe this is like an English
I don't
thing.
think I've had hot custard.
In England, like
I've had room
especially-
temp and I've had frozen.
So like we had like this like yellow powder, and you would like mix it with like milk or whatever, and you would make this like thick custard, and you would pour that over like some kind of Christmas dessert, you know?
Oh, like a topping.
Like a topping,
Okay.
yeah. So I think that's why I don't like a la mode, because that's not what I grew up with. I grew up with a custard. And so I think I just like, maybe I prefer the hot on hot.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it when the custard makes it sludgy, because like the custard, I could eat the custard alone, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, I have a bias against a la mode because of that. Now let's get into are we going into the bad now? Because we got to talk about that triple chocolate.
Yeah, but I have a jingle I have to play first.
This is not so good. I'm not quite sure about it. Could have done without it. The stuff that brings down the mood. This is just not very good.
I hated that it required valet parking.
I mean, I just went across the street and I found a parking spot literally like, 50 feet away.
Yeah.
I don't know distances. I'm not good with numbers.
Yeah.
As you can tell. But yeah, like I think I was just annoyed that I pulled in, and I thought valet was optional.
Yeah.
And that you could use it if you wanted to, but there's also this parking structure.
Yeah.
And I thought that like the outside parking, like the street level parking, was where the valets worked. And then you could also go in. And so once I went in, I realized like, no, this whole thing has to be parked by a very professional parker.
Yeah.
I was
looking to smoke in your car.
Yeah, I was irritated immediately. So
I did read
negative.
on Yelp that like if you go to the top level of the garage, you are allowed to self-park. But even then, there was a sign that said no self-park before 3 p.m. for BJ's customers.
It
It's
was
arbitrary.
like the most confusing LA parking sign ever. It's so stupid. 9 out of 10.
Okay. I see. Everything's meaningless. Did you have something in not good you wanted to bring up other than parking?
I mean, triple chocolate.
Oh,
Cookie.
I didn't have that all the way in not good. I had that in just there, but we can talk about it now.
Yeah, it was too much. Way too much for
Okay,
me.
that's actually funny. I literally wrote way too much, and I have a jingle for way too much.
This is
Yeah, it was just the amount of chocolate that they had was literally the term a hat on a hat. It was like there was nothing to contrast it with.
Yeah. Yes.
It was just like it was a chocolate Pizookie with chocolate ice cream and chocolate chips on it.
Yeah. Now this is like very like leopard ate my face. Help me. Like we were warned. They said it is triple chocolate chunk.
It told you what it was going to do.
Lovers.
Yeah.
But it would even make a chocolate lover into a hater. It was way too much. You ever taken like a spoonful of like Hershey's cocoa powder that's unsweetened? It felt like
yes,
that.
I have.
It's just like, holy shit. Yes, there is chocolate in this. No, this is not enjoyable at all. This is hurting me.
Yeah. I gave it a 5.8.
Loved it. Above average.
Well, because like chocolate's good.
Chocolate is good, but I just don't like. I just keep going back to like England. Like I grew up with like Cadbury's chocolate, and it's like a really milky, decadent chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the chocolate that is prevalent in America is very bitter. And so like that triple chocolate was just like triple bitter chocolate to me.
That I agree. But still chocolate's good.
Yeah.
Like I don't think chocolate at its worst could score below like a 2 for me.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. I had a really bad chocolate sauce at Olive Garden that I was just like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Tasted like, you know, the aftertaste when you blow up a balloon? That's what it tasted like.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, bad sex, you're still getting laid.
The other thing that I haven't not good was I just never like it when like a parent is like, they have their kid and they're just like, all right, here's my phone or iPad. Watch whatever you want on full volume. That was happening behind me for a little bit.
Yeah, they had like some. Like, I guess they had a tablet that they were playing out loud.
Yeah.
BJ should do something about that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Just like engage with your kids. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, this has nothing to do with BJ's, but as a person who's probably never going to be a parent, yeah, do whatever you want. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, yeah, it's annoying to me, but like, I can't imagine like how annoying it is to have a child. So like, if I was a parent, I'd
making everyone else's
my kid
problem.
would have an iPhone. My kid would have like unlimited data.
Heelys.
Like loud Heelys.
You like carve like little corners into them so that they always like like catch on stuff.
Yeah, whatever you want. Like, just don't talk to me.
Oh my god. That's all I had for the not good. Valet parking, iPad kid, and you didn't like the triple chocolate.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Honestly, you know what? I'm kind of going to put the service in not good. I didn't dislike his demeanor. He was kind. But look, I'm never going to make a scene over I'm not even going to complain about it. And I'm always going to tip 20%. So it's like, whatever, walk all over me. I don't care.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I like the fact that it was like, I was kind of looking for you for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Or, and you were nowhere to be seen. I just wanted to flag down and be like, hey, can I get more water? Or,
for a sparsely attended restaurant during lunch. Yeah.
Did you say sparsely?
Yeah.
Is that how you say that word?
How do you say it?
Sparsely?
Sparse. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was like a moment of like it just came out your mouth weird, or if that's how you pronounce it.
I assumed that I was pronouncing it right this whole time until right now. Sometimes like it again, this is another like moving from England to America. Sometimes like I just assume a word should sound more American. So sparse sounds more American than sparse. Sparse sounds very British to me.
Sparse.
So, and remember, I told you like when we were eating, like I had to change my accent because I was getting bullied a lot. So I had to like basically learn like the new rules of how to pronounce certain things. So sometimes like I fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
With like how things are pronounced. I get corrected all the time, but I'm so like
does
stuck
it bother
in my
you?
ways. It doesn't bother me, but I'm always like, oh, I guess I'm wrong. It just feels like I'm constantly learning. And I feel like at my age, like I should know these things by now, but it's hard. Well,
also when you have like a culture shift, it's just like,
I know, but like the culture shift was so long ago.
Then you should know.
Yeah.
I'm going to bully you now.
Oh God.
I probably wouldn't be good at it. Pretty sure you could take me.
Yeah. You never know.
All right. We're going to jump into everything that was just there.
This is a weird one. I'm not quite sure what to say about it. Yeah. This is for the stuff that is just there.
All of their decor was beer-centric. They had so many beer signs. And then on the wall behind you, like a big portrait of like one of those tanks that you were talking about, and like a proud looking owner just putting his hand on it, like like he's giving his daughter away at a wedding or something.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm so proud of you.
That's funny.
It was a very loving look on this like hops machine or whatever.
Was that the guy who gave $14,000?
That he was like, best $14,000 I ever spent. Oh, and then I have the New Orleans Jambalaya in the just there. I thought this was about as average a dish as you can get.
Yeah,
had a lot of things in it. Had rice, andouille, chicken sausage, shrimp. Yeah, just that. A lot of things.
I wonder if like this is like a sign of my unsophisticated palate, but like it just felt like there was. The green pepper was overpowering everything, and I couldn't really I didn't even really notice what there was shrimp, right? Yeah, and like little bits of chicken and stuff. Like it was all green pepper to me.
Interesting. And
I don't know why. Like I'm not opposed to green pepper. I think I eat it because it's healthy, but I think it's not my favorite. I would maybe prefer a red bell pepper, because it's a little bit sweeter. And I mean, a green pepper is basically an unripe pepper,
Sure.
you know, so it has that bitterness, and I don't think I like bitter very much.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Actually, one positive I will say for this dish, just from a presentational standpoint, it kind of had like the seasoning like dusted up the sides of the bowl, but like in a way that seemed intentional. And it and it gave like a ooh, this is gonna have a little kick, and then it kind of didn't have that much of a kick.
Yeah, I think I fucked myself over too, because also I can cuss here, right?
No,
like, I've been cussing this whole time. But a show about BJ's, we should be able to cuss.
That's the rules. You're allowed.
You can't talk about it without bringing up sex.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I think I screwed myself over when we were talking about jambalaya and then like New Orleans cuisine, and then I was like, etouffee's so good, and I think I got etouffee on the mind, and then when I took a bite of the jambalaya, I was like, oh yeah, this isn't etouffee.
This isn't that. Yeah.
This is something else. And I grew up. I used to have jambalaya. I think I would have it with like big, chunky bits of like sausage, like what is that called? Like,
andouille sausage.
Yeah,
well, that style. Yeah,
like it kind of comes in like a horseshoe shape. You know, my mom would make it with that, because like my cuisine was always like my mom cooked. We never went out to eat. Ever. She would just like learn things and cook them at home her way. So the way we had jambalaya was the gigantic pieces of sausage, and I don't think that was in that. I think
there was a little bit of that sausage.
It was a little bit of it,
but it was cut very thin.
Yeah,
so like there were no like sizable chunks of the sausage. It seemed like they were on a budget of how much they wanted to give us.
Yeah. Hey, that's the margin cutters.
Yeah,
they strike again.
So yeah, I probably go like a perfect 5 out of 10 for that. It was just such a didn't move the needle for me in any direction kind of food.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me.
Why not go 12? You know,
I'd say 5.2.
5.2.
Yeah,
that's all the elements for me. Is there anything else you want to bring up and talk about our meal?
I thought like if I'm gonna jump on the service bandwagon, I'm gonna say the service was mediocre. I wouldn't say it's bad, but like the only memorable thing I remember about that guy was like his
earring.
His jewelry that he had on. But like I mean, you don't have to talk to me, and he didn't want to talk to us. I just know nothing about him. I don't know. He didn't make eye contact with any of us. I feel like he was mostly just kind of looking at where he was placing the menu down or putting things down. And then he had like a little snippy little argument, little outburst with his coworker. He's like, why'd you get this thing, you know?
Here's the thing. If he would have talked to us, he would have realized we are such a delight.
Yeah. Do you like improv? Yeah, it's I think he just didn't want to be there, and that's totally fine. I don't want to be half the places I am. This place excluded.
I was like, it's a coin flip.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna knock someone for not wanting to be at their service job.
Yeah,
but yeah, like it sucks when like it kind of makes you feel like you're bothering them by showing up at their workplace.
And I did feel that vibe.
Yeah,
a little bit. There was no hostility towards us. There was just no interest in making sure we were enjoying ourselves.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. It's okay. We're lucky to be there. We're lucky to be breathing. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Great. All right. Well, that's literally everything. We need to encapsulate BJ's and give it a score. But before we can do that, PJ. I knew it was going to happen, but I almost got to the end of part 2 before doing it. Peej.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first time on the podcast. You haven't been to the over 100 restaurants I've been to. I need you to calibrate the ends of your scale. So we're going to jump into this week's calibration station.
Calibration station. Comparing this meal to the best of the worst. Calibration station.
Cool. We are going to just talk about your 0 out of 10, the worst restaurant experience you've ever had as a customer, and your 10 out of 10, just so we know what the ends of your experiences are. You can start with whichever one you'd like.
You know what? I'm going to say something really fucked up, and I'm going to piss a lot of people off.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
Domino's.
I love Domino's.
Yep. I don't like Domino's.
I think Papa John's is so much worse.
I love Papa John's. And here's why. I don't there's so much garlic. It's just like I'm overpowered by garlic powder at Domino's, and that's why I'm going to be brave and say that's my 0 out of 10.
Dang. All right.
And also, like, I can't sit in there and eat, so I have to take it
we
home.
did.
You did.
There's one in Burbank that like has a table that you can sit at while you wait, and we were just like, can we eat it here? And they were like, I guess.
That's great.
It was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Pho Mai in Sugar Land, Texas, because there's a lot of nostalgia, and I love pho.
Okay.
So that's going to be my 10 out of 10.
And have you ever eaten there without coughing?
No, never.
Great.
Yeah, so my face is not on the wall.
Because they have that gimmick too.
Yeah, I stole it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 10 out of 10. Pho Mai. Get yourself a spring roll with shrimp and the peanut sauce, and then fill your belly halfway up before you get into the main course, which is a large combination pho with everything in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, somewhere between Pho Mai, your nostalgic paradise from Sugarland, Texas, and getting blasted in the face with garlic, lies today's meal at BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse. We're going to put it to the Chili's test.
It's time to set the scale. Will it pass or will it fail? Is it the worst? Is it the best? Let's put it to the Chili's test.
I would say the quality, the decorum, and I know you said not to include company, but the company was so nice. I'm going to put this higher than Chili's, and I'm going to say 6.74.
That's great. I love that puts it above Cheesecake Factory too, because just objectively, I felt like today was like, yeah, it's comparable to Cheesecake Factory, but better.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
But the great thing is like you can go to BJ's and not have to experience the Galleria.
Yeah. I did not really have many complaints about this meal. I wish that the server was maybe a little bit more accessible and the jambalaya didn't impress me, but like everything else, I liked the food way more than I came in expecting to.
Mm-hmm.
The Pizookies, by and large, hit for me. The pizza, did you know this was a pizza place originally? Now you do.
Believe it.
I actually really enjoyed, and I think getting a full deep dish pizza may have done it a better service, and it would have been even better potentially. And then the wings,
Wings were great.
Really into.
Yeah.
Pretzel was good. Decor was good. Atmosphere was good. Company was great. So it's like, I think I had lower expectations than what this delivered today.
Yeah.
By a pretty substantial margin. Is it as good as my favorite chain, Outback Steakhouse? No, it's not. But I'm going to go just under that, 7.41 for me. So when you mix my score with your score, BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse is going to go up on the tchotchke of mediocrity at a 7.08.
Wow. There you go. Perfect spot for it, too.
Right?
Wow.
What this does mean definitively, BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse is better than Chili's.
Better than the Chili's. Objectively good.
All right. Well, I need to go somewhere next week, and we need to figure out where that is. So I'm going to reach into the You Must Bowl here and draw a restaurant that I'm going to visit next time.
AMC.
Next week on this podcast, Nicole Kidman and I are going to
Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
That's crazy. That's going to be really good or really bad.
Or really just in the middle.
Yeah. One of the three.
One of the three.
I guess we're just going to have to find out when you go to
Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza.
Amazing. PJ, this was so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, God.
You're too far away for like a good
I
handshake.
gave you like a Nicole Kidman handshake.
It was just like a dainty, That felt like we're at a cotillion. you have a parasol over your shoulder, and you're like,
oh my.
Would you like to tell people where to follow you on social media and all that?
Yeah, if you want to follow me and be part of the 2,200 strong followers, which is kind of impressive for me.
That's not bad.
It's not bad for someone who didn't pay for it. What is my PEEJ, PJ McCormick on Instagram, and then I have some other accounts: Lohan Improv, The Midnight Rumble, One Big Jam UCB, and my indie team Bad Baddies. If you want to follow all of them, they get updated about once every 2 years.
I have room on the Chiron that comes up for one. So we'll see what happens visually here.
Whatever.
Maybe I'll just put a bunch on screen, just surround you with, it'll just say PJ McCormick with a different handle under the name every single time. And you can follow the podcast on Instagram and TikTok at Fine Dining Podcast, Blue Sky, Fine Dining Podcast.bsky.social. But I most want to see you at my Discord, where you can just come and chat with me and yell at me and tell me I'm wrong for stuff. And we can make BJ's jokes for one more week. We can just titter at how inappropriate it is. I genuinely, I always laugh. It's never not in my mind when someone says BJ's.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about the choice of it.
Yeah.
BJ Grunts.
BJ Grunts. And I also have a Patreon if you want an exclusive episode every single month, as well as the extended Yelp from Strangers segments. Thanks so much for listening. I appreciate and love all of you. That is another one in the books. I'll see you next time.
Have a fine day.
Well, there's another one in the books. We judge the service up to the cooks, and while we may have gotten a couple of dirty looks, no, the journey can never stop. Now from the bottom down to the top, we got a new MO and everything's unlocked. And that's 'cause Chili's to the letter to the T is the perfect cornerstone. So now we got a brand new kind of test. That's the words we gotta know, 'cause we should know it yet. Triple dipper got the ribs, a main course, perfect little in the middle. It's so now it's got to be the lock for what we use when we put things up on the charge. Yeah. Mediocrity. So there's another one in the books, yeah, there's another one in the books, and we will see you next week, baby.
Have a fine day.